So you know how sometimes you get stuck in your head and the thoughts just seem really loud and overpowering? It's almost like you're sitting at home, relaxing at night, watching TV, but all you're really paying attention to is just this self-conversation that you're having. You're just thinking really loudly. Today, my therapy tip is talking about one thing you can do to help you when your thoughts seem really loud. Hey y'all, welcome to the Recovery Academy. I'm Dr. Stephanie Waite, where every week I bring you no bullshit tips, tricks, and tools to help you fight some mental health recovery. Today is my Thursday therapy tip, journaling. It is one of my favorite things to help people, and I encourage people and I advise people. I journal myself because it's such a great way to help you work through and silence and calm down that really loud self-talk in your head. Sometimes the brain just gets in a loop and it just runs and runs and runs. I always say that it's like the brain doesn't like having holes. Just holes of information, holes of thought, holes of a story. So the brain will just kind of roll and think and discuss and analyze as a way to try to come up with some kind of solution or some kind of resolution. The problem with that is that it just causes you to feel anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, lonely, not good enough. This type of thinking isn't usually very helpful for us. So through journaling, it allows you to kind of get that loud, stuck thinking and put it on paper so that you can start to get clearer in your head. It sort of just, it gets you off that hamster wheel of the thinking. If you just can't like stop the brain, putting it on paper just kind of takes it out of your head and puts it somewhere where the brain doesn't have to be analyzing it and overthinking it so much anymore. A journal is also really great if you do it regularly because it shows you places where you're growing. It's really great to look back on your journal and see how far you've come. A lot of the clients I talk to often get frustrated in their recovery because it just feels like no progress is being made. They just feel stuck again in just the cycle of all of it, when actually there is progress being made all of the time. So a journal is a great resource to help remind you and encourage you that you are growing, you are changing, you are making progress, even though it feels really hard. I love looking back at my journals and seeing how far I've come and see, what things I was struggling with and how I was able to sort of work myself or self-talk myself through that, and to see the growth in that and see how that was a problem and I got through it. So when it comes up again, that problem, I'm able to say, oh yeah, I've been here before, here's how I got through it. Sounds pretty great, right? But how do you even get started journaling? That's a big question I hear a lot is, great, Stephanie, I'm down for this, but how do I journal? That's what's great. There are no journaling rules. Just grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, and just start writing. Write the things that are in your head. You can even write, this is really weird. This feels really cheesy. This is stupid. What's even the point of this? Just as the thoughts come up into your head, write it down. Maybe that doesn't feel so right to you. Maybe that feels a little weird, a little uncomfortable for you. So I thought I would share with you a journal prompt. There are journal prompts all over the internet. I didn't invent these. You could go to Pinterest right now and journal and Google them, and a lot would come up for you. But I thought today I would share with you a journal prompt that I love to share with people to help you get started on this journey. So on the piece of paper, write down, what are some negative thoughts I had about myself today? Just list them down. You can bullet point it. You can tell it as a story. You can just list. It doesn't matter. Again, this is just for you. So write down all those negative thoughts you had about yourself. Then just write the answer that comes up for you to this question. If I wrote myself an apology letter, what would it say? So that's your journal prompt. What are the negative thoughts that you had about yourself today? And then how can I apologize? Write yourself an apology letter. Say you're sorry to yourself for the mean things you told yourself today. So that's your Thursday therapy tip, journaling, where I shared a journal prompt to help you start practicing something I call self-compassion, which there's a therapy tip video on that next. So while you're here, hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified when that video drops, and you'll be notified whenever a new video drops every single week. If you liked this journal prompt or the information in this video, give it a thumbs up and check out all the links below. I have a lot of free resources to help you in your recovery journey. So stay tuned for next time, where I talk more about how you can practice some self-compassion. I'll see y'all then. Bye.